So I originally started talking with Dollar General. Then we started talking with the UPS store franchise. And after several days of correspondence back and forth, we decided that that wasn't the direction we wanted to go. In our communication with Dollar General and the UPS store online, I came across the Mega Store Builder name. And I called the same day because I noticed online that they had store concepts, and one of them was dollar and value, one of them was pack and ship. And so it kind of immediately made sense. And I don't think it took very long, maybe a week-long process. We decided that this seemed like a really good fit. So we ended up talking with Paul and Leslie, and they came to visit. The process kind of blossomed from there. There's always, reasons to be apprehensive, but just knowing the answers to the questions that I have in my head, because there's 1,000 questions that pop up, just the unknown, like all the questions that was involved in the process of creating the purchase agreements, what was included, how does the setup go, how does the pricing go, how does ordering inventory go, the long to-do list that's involved from start to finish, which after a short period of time I felt confident and pretty calm about it, because I knew that Mega would lead us through that and help us and give us all the support we needed. So, it speaks to the commitment and the support. Paul and Leslie are responding to emails and texts even after hours for store owners because I have a lot of questions and I like to have the answers, and sometimes I don't want to wait till the next day to get the answer. But the whole team, Paul and Leslie, really made it as easy as possible. They unpackaged and unboxed everything, brought everything in, whether that meant they had to break a whole pallet down and bring everything in one by one, or if they were able to fit it through the door. But they did everything. They took care of everything start to finish. My thoughts keep going back to the words, just support, easy, smooth, confident. That's how the Mega brand has made me feel, which has really helped through this whole process. And so here we are, we're open and taking care of customers.